Hello everyone, welcome back to Stage 2 of Ragnarok Battle Offline. Continuing from where we left off, we just completed Stage 1, of course, and I believe, yes, we did level up, so now we have more stat points to distribute and more skill points, so let's load up the character from before. With 12 more stat points, I prefer just to dump them all into Vitality for a little bit of extra health and perhaps regen. And then 2 skill points means that we can put 1 more point into Sword Mastery, and oh, it looks like 3 isn't the maximum skill level, so I guess I lied last episode. But with the extra point, we're going to put into a Bash, which we unlocked. Bash is a skill whose command is quarter circle forward, strong attack. But the female swordsman can use this both on the ground and in the air. So it's whereas the male swordsman can only use it on the ground. So that's a little bit of a gender-specific ability. And yeah, I'll demonstrate this when we get into the game itself. So you can actually play this game with up to 3 people on the same computer. It just requires a keyboard that can recognize more than 3 inputs at the same time, or extra controllers that you can plug in or whatever. There are a few ways. Okay, so lives are shared though if you play with multiple people, so if one person tends to die a lot, then you will game over fairly quickly. Which is why you should watch this and learn how to not die. Okay, stage 2. It's the desert stage, Rock Desert. We're just gonna jump right in. Alright, so now that we've learned a new skill, let's try it out. Okay, so we have some nice, cute little desert creatures here, and let's cut them down. So that is a fairly long range attack. It does decent damage. It's also usable in the air. So let's... Oops. What am I doing? There we go. Oh, okay, that was just me trying to actually use it. You can actually use this instantly while on the ground, the aerial version, if you tiger knee the input, which is essentially you hit down right and then hit up right before you hit attack. So instead of hitting a down forward strong attack, you down forward up strong attack. Let me actually try to demonstrate it. Okay, I'm not doing a very good job. Okay, that's the ground version. Why is it not working? Okay, never mind. But you can do it if, for some reason I'm not able to do right now. I'll have to check to see if I'm doing something wrong, but just note that you can use an instant aerial bash. That's strange. Okay, so next part we have some chickens. Let's just clear them out using nice and easy. Okay. Yeah, so using skills will deplete your SP fairly quickly, considering that the swordsman doesn't have a large pool to begin with. So you want to try to conserve while you can. And that was a mini boss that I just poked. And it's crying. Oh. Okay, the enemies in this level are still fairly weak. As you see, they're dying one hit. So thanks to this nice little notice. The game tells us that Scorpion's weak point is the tail. If you try to hit its body, it won't do any damage. So just hit its tail, and it'll be fine. They're not harder, and they don't do very much damage anyway, so no worries. You notice I picked up a Jalea potion. Oh, I think it wore off by now, but if you pick up a Jalea potion, you actually will hit Agility 10, and which, if you remember, oh, there it is. We'll unlock the 2-hit combo with the weak attack. And now there's another mini boss appearing. This time it is a giant golem. Okay, so this guy hits pretty hard, but he's slow, as usual, as typical. So I mean, you can see his move coming from a mile away, and just don't stand where he's about to attack. Oops. Yeah, so with the motion in which he raises his arm can actually hit you. So the first one will only use melee attacks. The one that just spawned will throw pillars at you, and that's it. The pillars can be blocked, like so, and you won't take damage. But the melee attacks are unblockable, so kill that one first. Oops. It doesn't do very much damage, so I'm not too worried. If you actually look at the top right of the screen, where there are pictures of coins, arrows, and leaves, the leaves represents how many lives you have. So I have 2 lives, so I can die up to twice before I game over. I'll try not to die this early, at least. These little chocobo wannabes. They, if you let them live long enough, they will use some sort of a charge attack that gives them super armor. So once again, it's not very damaging, but if too many of them use it at once, you can get juggled. If you're getting juggled, you can actually press buttons while in the air, and you'll recover from the hit stun state. So that's just so that'll let you get out of certain juggles. And it can be useful. Just make sure you don't fall into another juggle immediately after that, and you'll be okay. Okay, now we have another mini boss coming up. This time it's a giant worm that pops out of the ground. This boss is kind of annoying because he just buries himself and jumps out of the ground. Touching his tail is actually his hitbox. So if you get tagged by his tail, you'll take damage, like so. But it's not very much damage, so I'm just gonna trade blows until he dies. Okay. Took a little bit of damage there, but oh no, just get past that quickly, and now you get sucked into a giant hole in the ground.